Hidden beneath the cobbled streets of Waterdeep lies a secret long buried in shadow. A hidden vault created by a disgraced lord and sealed away with ancient magics. Containing a hoard of unimaginable wealth, treasures enough to rule Waterdeep itself. Whispers echo through the alleyways, but few truly believe them. A rumor all but forgotten until three heroes found their way to Waterdeep. An ogre with a thirst for knowledge as large as his appetite. A halfling whose wits are as sharp as his knife. A half-elf haunted by his terrible past. Adventurers by chance and chefs by trade, these three were drawn to the city by opportunity, but fate stirs them into a pot overflowing with danger and mystery. This is their story.
The legends come alive. Stories of brave adventurers where dreams and nightmares strive. Beneath the bustling markets down where shadows creep. Riches wait in caverns, dark treasures buried deep.
Alright, so welcome everyone to the beautiful town of Waterdeep. You boys have been invited here by a famous chef, culinarian, adventurer extraordinaire known as Godrin Ramsbane, a master chef of this land, who has taken up a residence in Waterdeep. And he has put out an open invitation to anybody looking to join as one of his apprentices, which is enough of a calling for anybody interested in any form of culinary and or adventure. So that is what brings you boys to Waterdeep. Why don't we introduce our characters? I don't know.
Godrin Ramsdeep was his name?
Godrin Ramsbane.
Bane, okay.
You've seen pictures of him before, painted on the different, invitation posters. He's a red hobgoblin, relatively tall, bigger dude. He has short blonde hair, wears a short-sleeved chef coat. You see, in that painting, he has black pants and black leather shoes. He is well-renowned around these parts for his ability to make dishes out of monster parts. Cuisine otherwise considered unsavory to most folks, but somehow this man is able to piece these together to a point of deliciousness.
Well, here in the big city, I'm sure something like that can be considered quite exquisite.
Up here in the big city.
I don't know about that big city stuff.
And as you guys are getting your stuff together here, I'll add in as well Waterdeep, the major city, where also a big-named person, a philanthropist, rich man, noble extraordinaire, also has taken up residence as of late. One man named Zod Zord. He is an innovator who has been bringing quite a few things to the world, mostly within Waterdeep and the nobles. You guys know it in the form of Sender, SNDR, which is a device that is much like a sending stone, but is used for connecting via the weave.
That's a good acronym.
Yeah.
That seems like it could be real.
Yeah. I had it written down. It was send nudes, delivered request or something like that, but yeah, so I thought I was going to be quick with that one if you guys asked for it, but then I realized, as I said, I'm like, oh crap, I forgot what it was. A lot of my ideas come from shower thoughts, and I don't write them down. So. Yeah, Zod Sword's recent unveiling in the last few months had been the Sender, which has picked up a lot of notoriety throughout the last little while. Enough that it has spread throughout Waterdeep and outside of the city to the point where it has become a pretty common thing within major cities, or at least for general people to get their hands on. It is a great way to communicate between people and to send different information, send pictures, video. It's a cell phone.
World Star became a thing.
Yeah, World Star became a thing. TikTok for a second,
and then Live Cam became a thing. What's that thing called? Where people die on camera?
Oh God, OnlyFans?
Yeah, Bandicam. I think it was Bandy, something like that.
Bandcamp?
Oh my god.
Fiverr?
We got like fucking Wintergram. It's like Instagram, but Neverwinter.
Yeah.
It's like the fucked up wizard just torturing people in different ways, and they can't track them down.
Yeah.
I thought we were
Because
gonna
they
go
don't
with
use
that,
satellite data, they just use magic data, and there's no way you can track that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Everybody's got
What about that one guy? Remember that one guy, Donovan,
That one guy?
with the kids?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a dude. There's a dude that's gained a little bit of notoriety on the Wintergram that posts a lot of pictures of like his noble manner, but you notice that there seems to be a lot of children, and they seem to be different people.
On his private island?
Yeah, on his
Loads
private
of
island.
pale children.
Yeah, loads of pale children. And yeah, so you guys, after your trek, find yourselves at the entrance of Waterdeep. You see it's a hustle and bustling kind of city. You see different people from different walks of life. You can tell that there's a lot of nobles walking in and out of the city, carriages going by, horses. Let me get the sounds going back up for you boys, so we can get a little bit more in the feeling of things, at least for the people who are here. You know, get a feeling of just, you can hear the town during the day. It is about midday right now when you guys arrive. And yeah, the gates are open, there's guards standing outside, but they're not stopping anybody from coming in, coming out. And by different walks of life, I also mean you see that generally it seems to be a good mixed bag of different species making their way in. It doesn't seem to be generally one density here.
So I think Mog's gonna be like looking around. You know, he's kind of looking at this as like, what kind of competition is he looking at? Do other people kind of in chef get-ups kind of walking into the city? You know, do I see these two?
Yeah, you know what? Let's get it cracking here. Let's get the first roll of the campaign started off with a perception.
Oh.
Hiya!
Ooh, a 7. What's your bonus?
I know, I was about to look. I gotta get all these numbers down. It's -1, so 6.
Ooh, all right, with a 6, you don't really notice. There's too many people coming in and out of the city to really discern whether or not anybody's wearing directly chef attire. But you, as a person who has spent a lot of time in the culinary life, would at least know that probably people aren't walking in wearing chef's clothes all the time, or at least like coming for the notoriety of their clothes or wearing their clothes. So you could at least probably infer that you don't see them, but that doesn't mean they're not coming in.
And I guess he just, you know, kind of like to himself, scratching his beard. Well, I've got to find my way in there somehow.
In the
I was
city.
hoping I could find someone who knows the lingo, but it's fine. And he's gonna start to make his way over there. Towards the guard beckoning people into the city.
Yeah, the open gate. It's a relatively large open gate. It looks like it's meant to service a pretty wide foot traffic. I know here visually this is closed, but there we go. It's all open. And you can see here in Waterdeep, it looks like as you see inside the city, there's a segregation of walls here between the upper city, or the outside city, and then the actual inner city walls, which, I mean, it doesn't seem to segregate exactly like rich and poor. It just seems to be more the farm town is up here. A lot more of what the crops are being grown is on this side.
Mog approaches one of the guards, and you know, he kind of like he pushes his belly out as far as he can. You know, he's like breathing out real hard. He's got like, you know. So it's kind of, you can hear the leather straps holding the bowl to his gut kind of stretching and stressing under the press of his huge, immense girth. And he looks to the guard. I've got a quick question for you, manling. Where am I gonna find a certain Ramsbane?
And he looks up at you, like, and I mean, really does look up at you. This is a normal-sized man, a human, about roughly around 6 feet. I mean, it is about the most standard, average-looking guard, just wearing a full-plate helmet. I mean, he is indescript in terms of what's behind it. And he just, like, looks you at the stomach and then slowly trails up as you're saying that. And you hear him, Ramsbane, That's quite a name that I don't recognize. And he looks over at the other guard, standing on the other side of the wall, which is a good distance away, about like 20 feet on the other side. And he goes, "Oi, you know Ramsbane?" And the other one like shuffles over, and you hear the clank of armor as he comes shuffling his way over to the other side. He's like, "What? It's Ramsbane. Oh, the new chef. Yeah, Ramsbane. He's, I'm pretty sure he's over there at the Yawning Portal."
Okay. At the mention of Ramsbane, I cut in and go,
Ramsbane? Someone looking for Ramsbane?
Is that...
So I
Oh,
trample
good.
through the crowd. Do my ears pick up the words Ramsbane?
roll me perception.
Wow.
Yeah.
what was the Yawning Portal
Yawning
in?
Portal. You know, I can have you roll me a history as well to remember that.
To remember it.
Or to know about it, I guess.
Yeah, to like gather information.
A 10.
Potentially famous location.
Alright, so we got
I
a
got only...
10
sorry.
from Jonathan. What's your
Yeah,
bonus?
don't I get advantage on that?
Yeah, you get advantage from hearing.
Yeah, except do I hear?
Yeah. So, I mean, I would definitely
Roll that again.
roll it again. I believe. Actually, you're not at advantage right now because you're only level 1.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So we're getting our things together here. So a 10 plus whatever your bonus. You're proficient in perception, so at least you have a +2. I'm assuming your wisdom's at minimum a +1.
It's a +3.
+3, so +5, so 15. Well, the 15, you at least hear one mention of it as you're standing here and listening to people pass by. You at least hear one guy walking and going, "You hear about that new Ramsbane guy who's in here? I heard his food's amazing." And then a very posh-looking woman, the most French-looking, you know, that, like, not Regency era, because that's England, Renaissance era woman, where she's got, like, the back part of her dress that's made out of metal poofed out, like, 3 feet behind her with a parasol.
Gotta get the fat ass.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, Ramsbane!" and we must go there. And, like, yeah.
A bustle dress.
A bustle. Yes, thank you. That is what
Yeah.
that piece is called. That is the weirdest word. So yeah, you at least hear that, like, there's a little bit of murmuring about it. That people at least, like, maybe might not be competition making their way in, but at least people who are excited about the meal. And then Jared, you wanted to, or Frenulum, I should say.
Yes, Frenulum Underhood at your service.
Frenulum Underhood. You wanted to roll...
I don't know why you laugh at that, but yeah, I rolled a 16.
A 16?
The total adds up to 16 for history.
Ooh, okay. With a 16, you at least know of the Yawning Portal. It's relatively a well-known establishment throughout the Forgotten Realms. It is known as a hub for adventurers. At least, like, the most, like, prestigious adventurers or anybody who calls themselves an adventurer would at least visit the Yawning Portal at some point in their lifetime. It houses a tunnel in the center of it that leads down into a dungeon that is so far yet to be conquered by anyone. But adventurers come from far and wide every single day to take their attempt at the dungeon. Outside of that,
Is there a legend at what's, like, why are people risking their lives to go down there? Is there treasure?
as far as, yeah, you could know, I mean, the stories you've heard and what's made its way out is, yeah, there's treasure. There's some, like, passing stories of something of how it was built, but you can't really directly remember it. But at the very least, something about, like, its existence here. It's older than Waterdeep and it's been here significantly longer, so whatever's got to be down there that's withstood this amount of time's got to be worth some money.
Yeah, it's, yes. Okay.
Yes, it's the Yawning Portal.
That's the, like, the general assumption.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of the gambler's fallacy. You know what I'm talking? Sunk cost fallacy.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to
For all
remember.
they know, they could just be getting sacrificed by
Yeah.
the time they get to the end.
Exactly.
So, when, what was his name? Frenulum?
Frenulum. Friend for short.
Frenulum?
Yeah.
Friend for sure? Short? Okay, he's already pretty short, right?
Yeah.
You make fun of my height again, tall man. I'll stab you.
Nah, I'm chill. I smoke pipe weed. Like, I don't give a shit.
So Mog is, taken aback. He also is looking around for where the voices come from. Or not also, but he's looking around for where the voice.
I
he's
could be
used to
getting
looking
blocked
at,
by
like,
your
manly
huge
level.
fat.
Yeah. You're underneath my gut. Is that what you're saying?
Kinda. Yeah, I think so. Cause you're large, right? You're size large.
Yeah. No, I'm
I
a
can
size
actually
medium. I
You're
don't think
size
there are
medium
large.
still?
I don't think there's large player characters.
Oh, okay. I see.
Or maybe the centaur. Maybe.
No, he's a medium.
Is he a
But if
medium?
he's a medium,
Yeah.
I can't stand under you. So no, I'm not under you.
You can stand under me. You just gotta kind of like put your head down, you know. Duck under my balls. They
And
hang
already
low.
another straight game. Okay.
With a name like Frenulum.
Yeah, I'm just a simple friend.
Yeah. But yeah, Mog looks down and fuck! I lost his voice. Almost went Scottish there. I've got a huge gut. That's what it is, right? It's like British.
I've got a huge gut.
You're looking for Ramsbane as well, you little man? You come along with me then. It's more the merrier, and I might get peckish later.
Peckish? I don't know what you're referring to, but I can be quite the chef.
Oh, you like the culinary arts as well? Oh, we could trade secrets. I could tell you I've got a real good rub for chicken.
I know quite the chicken pot pie, but we'll need a big cauldron.
Oh, yeah. I'm more partial to kind of massaging cocks with seasoning.
And with hands like that, I'm sure it's quite the massage.
Oh yeah, that's what the chickens say. All of them do.
I look at your hands and they're probably the size of me.
Yeah. They're covered in blistered and mustard stains.
It's a wonder how you can even bend the fingers with how callous the skin is.
Yeah.
Is it calloused or is it seasoned?
It's all
It's
You know,
seasoned.
Well, he used it as a block, basically. Like, he just lays some stuff on it and just gets some...
Yeah.
You know how you like?
It's the
you know how
cutting
you, like,
board.
you need bread dough. He needs everything, right? He needs beef, chicken, pork, fish, lobster,
Doesn't
bread,
matter.
pasta.
Everything
He's
comes out in
fisting
the
all of
dough.
it.
It's all
Everything comes out as paste.
meat dough.
And he makes ration bars out of that paste. So it's kind of like mystery meat day, you know? You're like,
makes
oh,
a
is this?
big meat roll? Yeah.
Yeah, are these bits
Mystery
of
bars
oatmeal
of
or toenail? Who knows?
Well, very well then. I shall accompany you. It seems that our goals are aligned.
Yeah, it's something like that, I imagine. Now, if we could just find one more person, someone slightly larger than you, and I think I'll have a
With a
main
bit more
course and
meat
a
on
snack.
bones.
Yeah, you get it. Copying my voice a bit. It's a bit mad, isn't
I have throw voice. I know how to do that.
it? Quite a range you've got. You could be an actor.
And yeah.
Anyone else going to Godsbane? Or what? Wait, that's not his
Ramsbane.
name. Ramsbane. Godsbane. Anyone else looking for a god-killing weapon, by chance?
Let's
I
look
don't know,
around for Nah, that won't make sense. Never mind.
No.
So,
Not
I have
hearing
no
anything.
As I hear this commotion, I want to look over in that direction. Do I see this massive tower of things?
through the crowd, it looks like they've been standing there long enough that the rest of the people flooding in and out of the city have just made a wake around them. And so you see a very towering man staring downwards, kind of craning his neck quite a bit, looking down at another creature. And I'm assuming that Mog is loud enough to be heard from a good distance. So yeah, from there you can definitely hear this conversation happening.
Definitely not trying to be sneaky with my call
Yeah.
out to everybody.
Subtlety, he's never tasted it.
Yeah. That sounds too elvish, you know. Too subtlety.
Sounds too sinewy.
Yeah, exactly. I need that shit that punches you in the face. Habaneros on everything. Even the sweet shit.
Damn. I mean, so as I approach this our thing, I want to approach him slightly from. And yeah,
from
set
where
a
you
view
cut out.
while he's looking at the other guy.
Oh, he's approaching him from behind. He's gonna
Yep.
take him from behind. All right.
Classic.
So yeah, you approach up behind him. I mean, you want to try to sneak up on him?
I'm not really, just
Okay.
casually walk, and I don't want to walk right on.
Mog is like whispering to Frenulum, like, also I gotta let you know, anyone who gives me any sudden shock or scare, I murder immediately. just so you know, if we go into a bar or something, don't scare me, or I immediately murder you. Anywho, Jonathan, continue.
Now it makes me want to scare you.
Yeah, let's start off.
Well, pull out my
Well,
rapier
remaking
and
a
poke him in the no.
Would he roll intimidation to scare?
No.
I actually, as a funny thing, I have a pretty good charisma with old Mog. Just such an occasion.
Your personality overcomes your odor, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes
Yeah.
I use them in tandem.
And I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Excuse me there, sir. Did I hear that you're looking for the Rams?
Rams.
I was gonna say Rams bottom.
Bane.
Sorry.
Rams bottom.
Bane.
I just imagine like the
I could always
steps
have a
going
Rams bottom
dragging
or
down
two.
as he rotates. Are you talking to my tiny friend here? I've not been called sir before, but yeah, I called out about that. Would you like to join? More the merrier.
I mean, if you're headed that direction, I'm tag along. It'd be easier to walk behind a person who can, so to speak, clear the way.
Oh yeah, is that a fat joke?
Is that a fat joke? That's what he says.
No, I wouldn't consider you fat as much as I would consider you
Oh, that's
large.
That's an insult beyond measure. What you just did there, friend. You don't think I'm fat, and I want to push out my gut and lay it on his shoulder. You think I'm skinny? You see his gut? Yeah. This is my father's gut, and his father before him. I ate my dad, and he ate his.
I would appreciate you remove that from my shoulder before I decide to do something.
Oh yeah, and what you gonna do about it, you pretty
I'm gonna poke
Nancy,
him with
you?
my rapier.
Like with the hilt?
My-
No, with the sharp part.
Just gonna skewer him. Yeah.
You're him.
You
A little poke.
son
I
of
mean, a
bitch.
little poke.
A little poke.
I just want to poke him just a little bit to make him flinch backwards.
Yeah, we'll call this a minor draw. I'm not that peckish right now. I could have a little one for sure.
I
Big
would
man
say that I'm not exactly good at eating.
Oh yeah, it's true. Oh, it's very true. And I kind of whisper down to Frenulum, and I've actually got a spice packet in my bag for manlings. It's okay on elves, so he is right. Yeah. So you follow us, and no more funny business. And remember, I'm fatter than you, so you keep it in your head. I'm the big one.
If I can adopt an ogre saying, more bones to a rib makes for a good stew. So, onwards and upwards.
That's a classic say. You're a smart man.
You know my people.
You know my people.
And you were eaten by them?
Oh, you probably
I
got
wanna
something, don't you?
Pull my little flask out of my take a sip.
He's like, are you trying to secretly drink, like hide it or?
Are you hiding
not
your
hiding.
alcoholism?
Okay.
No?
no, he just pulls out a flask, takes it.
It's a beleaguered sip.
The party just sees him, like, as you guys are walking up, he, like, pulls out his flask, you know, jams a little bit, like...
Can I make a perception check to see if I can smell it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd want to smell it.
Yeah, go ahead and...
Yeah, because I don't think that's alcohol he's drinking, mentally speaking. But I don't know. It could be.
Could be.
5 plus anything?
I think I got a 6.
Okay. I mean, that would be...
Not even. That was just a straight 5.
Yeah, that would be based off of frickin' Jonathan's...
You know what it is? It's the damn ogre giving
Yeah.
off all this wafting smell that is overpowering.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He kind of smells of like nutmeg and cumin, but then also like heavy fried onion.
But when you say cumin, it's not the spice, it's the people.
It's the people.
Yeah, exactly.
Human.
The
A little bit
cumin.
of Saxon in there too.
What would he be roll? What would that go?
It'd probably go against just generally your dex or something, but like, because you're not trying to conceal it, so I think it would just be a threshold, and I would say that like a 5 probably isn't high enough to detect it on the wind, unless it's something that would be inherently really smelly, like if you're drinking like just heated garbage, you know, that would
Fermented piss.
yeah, exactly. That would be something that they'd smell, but if it's just something that's like doesn't carry too much of an odor, I wouldn't consider it. Like
Yeah. And I'm not going to pry too hard into it. I just want to see if I can catch a whiff
so
of
you
it.
don't really smell it. You just see him take a drink from it.
I'm like, oh, okay. Day drinker.
Yeah.
There were 1 or 2 back in my village.
If we're going into the city next, I think I want to start a perception roll of myself once we actually make our way in there, looking for like a food stall or something.
All right.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so I mean, as you move in, you don't directly like. I mean, the smell catches the wind as you guys are in. It's relatively like early spring. Funny enough, actually, that's the time we're doing
The
this.
actual IRL time, yeah.
But that actually lines up with what I was doing in the book, or like the timeline in the book here. So, but yeah, so it's like early spring, so there's a little bit of humidity in the air, but you definitely can smell the different food stalls and stuff throughout this area, different cultures, different creatures as you start to make your way into the city. I'll say you guys are traveling inwards now at this point, at least made your way into the city. And yeah.
Does it smell like Seattle's, like, market?
Yeah, the Pike Place Market, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells like any Saturday market in here. There's a lot of fried smell.
Well, I say Seattle because we're next to a harbor or the sea, I think,
That is
right?
true. I mean, that's why it's called Waterdeep, Washington.
Exactly. Waterdeep, Washington,
It's
yeah!
the name of the server, yeah.
Comes back around.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it definitely smells like any normal Saturday market out here. It's got a lot of fried smell, but then on top of that, you can smell a lot of spices and seasoning through here. Generally, as you move through, you pass by a bazaar that just has different, like, hang chickens and general foods.
Ooh, I'm gonna grab me I'm gonna go see those hung chickens.
The hung yeah, so there's like 3 chickens, and one of them is just there's just a
That's
giant,
quite the piece of meat on that hung chicken.
giant wang hanging off of one of the chickens, which you then realize
Yeah,
that
that's
you
what I was
get
thinking. That's what I was
it's
thinking.
a gizzard that
That's-
was attached, and then the guy looks at you, looks at the sign, and points at it and laughs as it says hung chickens.
It's like his
These aren't hung
mascot.
chickens.
Yeah, he's like, see, they got you looking. Yeah,
Got you looking.
Yeah,
It
came
got
to
you
the
in,
stall.
didn't it?
Got you here, didn't it?
Morbid curiosity.
Oh,
No,
my
it's
God. It's just well, see, I suture the gizzard on myself, but it's part of the gimmick. You gotta get it. Like, you pay top dollar for these stands being this close to the gates.
This is like this is the African, like, market merchant where if you look at their stall, they demand you buy something.
Yeah. Your guys are close to the wall, so this would definitely be like the guys who are relying on foot traffic through this area. Like, you see the different cultures of food. You see like one person who's selling like fried dough medallions filled with cheese. They're like the gold pieces. It looks like the
Have
same
I been
stamp.
to the city?
Have you been to Waterdeep?
Is this where?
Yeah.
No, I would say that you guys probably come from further away, and this is your guys' first time entering Waterdeep.
Okay, so I'm overwhelmed by all these new and exotic foods.
Ooh.
I want to buy what seems to be the least available thing where I'm from, or like the most exotic thing that I perceive.
Okay, well, give me a
So
little bit of
something
your
fried.
give me a little bit of your backstory. We haven't really done an actual true character introduction, so I don't know anything about your guys' characters. Currently, we have 2 named, 1 unnamed, and unknown characters. So.
Well, my backstory is really simple. It's just I used to have a peaceful halfling life with a halfling wife and a halfling child. And we used to hide from the big, stupid folk of the world. But then suddenly, as technology started ramping up and the need for more trade started to happen, we started to open up to more humans. And they started slowly introducing things like the idea of owning land and paying for taxes.
Ah, dang. Taxes.
And then putting in infrastructure, and then more humans started to come and live amongst us.
They opened up
And then out of nowhere, my wife starts telling me that I can't take care of our children, and we need to be better than just simple pie salesmen and farmers.
Have you seen the meat these humans are packing?
There's so much more on the bone.
There's so much more. I'm leaving you, Jeffrey.
That literally, yeah. So she ends up leaving me because she thinks I'm not a good provider anymore, even though we were living a perfectly fucking comfortable life. I don't know what her problem was. And I had to pay so much ridiculous tax. I haven't even heard of half these things that these people are charging for.
You legit carry a sentiment in that concept there. That like I feel like you're legit angry about the taxes that you have to pay.
I'm a little mad. Well, because if you're single, you pay extra.
That's
IRL.
fair. That is true.
But for this halfling guy, you know the story of halflings. They live a simple life. What the fuck are taxes?
Yeah, why do I need them?
Why do I have to pay for you to be here and harass my people and drink at my inn and like make a fucking ass of yourself? Big stupid people. God.
So
anyway.
Yeah,
so now I lost my home, I lost my family, and now I'm literally just trying to make ends meet, running from the law and living day to day pretty much. But I still enjoy cooking. Like I'm a halfling. I enjoy the simple things of hearth and home.
Okay.
Even though I'm living this like gutter style life. That's literally my whole backstory. That's as complicated as it gets.
Okay.
All right. Well then, Mog is an ogre who has been kind of banished from his village of fat warriors. You know, he kind of he kind of took on a new identity as a chef kind of in the village, and you know the people didn't really like that. You know, it's kind of just put a whole bunch of meat in the stew pot and let it go, you know, and eat from there. But you know, he wanted to add things like bay leaves and like mint and garnish to the plate afterwards. You know, plates even. He was trying to introduce cutlery. It was madness, basically.
We don't eat ketchup.
And this bowl he has is from his heretical grandfather's bowl. You know, it's a small portion bowl. It's meant for like healthy eating, but he uses it as an offering table to the Great Maw, his sort of deity that he feeds all of his food to. And it's mainly, you know, you just dig a hole and you throw the food in it, and then you bury the food.
Oh, I like that. That's more symbolic.
And he's got this kind of newfound respect for the other sort of races. Before they were merely like livestock, you know, human, elf, goblin, cow. It was all the same. But you know, he's realized that some of the cow races actually know how to make food. You know, cows still don't, but you know, there's still hope for them ultimately. Yeah, he's come to Waterdeep to kind of expand his horizons. His culinary skills are, in his mind, top notch already. This Gordon Ramsbane guy is more or less his way to the top. Yeah, he's almost for sure he has the in. You know, he can cook circles around anybody. But you know, he's humble, and he's not gonna let that kind of go to his head initially.
not only does he get paid to kill his ingredients, but he gets to cook with them afterwards too.
Yeah, exactly. He's like environmentally conscious as well, right? There's not bodies just decaying, adding fucking methane to the ozone. He's cooking them and eating them.
It's a grim and morbid hiring prospect, but he gets the job done, even at a very disgusting cost.
Yeah.
I really like that.
He had an intern at one point. Well, he's had a couple interns, but they keep quitting and, not showing up to their homes and houses. They go missing, I guess.
Yeah.
He keeps accidentally sneezing spices on them, and well, you can't let good spice go to waste.
You gotta eat 'em.
Exactly. Let me nibble on your arm a little bit. And you know how one chip from the bag goes, right? Like,
Just a mouthful.
Yeah.
And then I assume Jonathan might want to keep his backstory secret till revealed. But that's an assumption.
Yeah. What,
It's a fairly good assumption.
Alright. So, yeah.
Listening to these guys, and I'm sitting here. God, this cannibal.
You guys make your way around the food stalls, buying different foods, trying different things, and I imagine this all takes place at the same time that you guys are like looking at different foods, buying like you said things that are different than what you're normally used to eating. So I have to imagine that like being a farmer type of dude living in, I'm assuming, a shire of some kind.
Yes,
you don't
pretty much.
find yourself too much like aquatic food, so I would imagine that like fried fish and stuff finds its way to you. I feel like something similar enough to like takoyaki.
Yeah, sashimi.
Yeah, you find your way towards of like fried dough as well
Tempura.
as fried dough mixed with like oceanic things. Since this is a coastal city.
So crunchy.
And yeah, you guys find your way eating those, explaining your story of who you guys are. And after wrapping that up, what is...
I'm gonna roll a d6.
Roll a d6.
To see. I spend 4 gold. How about that?
4 gold? I say...
Yeah.
I'll say drop a...
Well, I'm a halfling.
That's true. You do eat a lot. Fair.
And I mean, all these things are new, and I just want to try them all.
You know what?
Yeah.
Fair. I'll give you that.
I'll let you drop some of your money.
No. I'll give you that one. That one's cool. I'll trade you even. I'll give you an inspiration for giving up
yeah, here we go.
For giving up your gold here and spending quite a bit of it on the food and trying it out. You guys.
He would definitely lose his fucking mind over all this crazy good food.
Yeah. And I feel like, did either of you guys shell out money, or was he just kind of buying things? You're like, can I get a bite of that? Like,
yeah, I'm a sharing guy, and these two aren't human, right? They don't look like human.
No. Well,
No, I'm
one looks like an elf. Like to you guys, looks
straight
like
up, yeah,
looks
okay.
like an elf.
I can tell what a human is. I've dealt with them for long
Yeah.
enough. These guys are friends already.
I want to buy a bunch of chickens. Those hung chickens
Yeah.
I saw earlier. I'd like to buy a couple of those.
They're a little on the pricey side, being 2 silvers a piece, but
2 silvers a piece?
Yeah, normally they
I
only
want to
want a
get
few
1 gold's
coppers.
worth of them.
Oh heck yeah! So yeah, you get yourself freaking a handful of chickens. You know what? He even knocks the price down.
An ogre handful?
An ogre handful. Yeah,
Damn.
you
That's
slide the
like
gold.
5 pounds.
You slide the gold on the counter. Tell him you want a gold, and he looks at it and like, you know what? Grab a handful. Like whatever you can get a hold of, you can take.
Yeah, and I grab a
Grab the
handful
whole
of
stall.
chicken.
you grab
Exactly.
you grab the whole stall.
Can I do a strength check
Yeah.
to just kind of like pick up the stall a little bit?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, roll.
He's like, whoa, big man, the wood's not edible. Well,
Yeah.
not to me at
Well.
least.
Yeah, listen, man, I'm going by the letter of the law. Like, if I gotta do intimidation too, I'm gonna do it. A 6?
6?
You're not very intimidating.
So I mean,
No, this is for my athletics.
yeah, for
right.
athletic, yeah.
Something up. +5.
Dang.
Do I have
okay,
advantage?
nice.
I have advantage on athletics. I can do it again.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, get it.
You're an ogre.
You're an ogre.
Yeah, well, Goliath.
Goliath ogre.
There's again,
So I'm,
mini
you know,
I'm eating
giants,
this food. I'm just looking
Yeah.
over at this
Ask
guy
guards.
like trying to wrestle chickens
Wrestle
off of
chickens off of a freaking
hooks.
stand. Oh my god, a night.
19 plus
Damn.
5.
Oh my god, yeah. So you, what do you tell me what you do with a freaking 24?
So he's like, you know, grab a handful, and I like go in to like stick an arm underneath his stall and start lifting it up with all the chickens on it.
You just rip like the stand up.
Yeah.
Take the top
you know,
layer of it
top
off.
of the table, you know, like the tabletop off.
Yeah, and you
All the chickens on
you
it.
rip that whole thing up, grabbing all the chickens, and he goes, "Well, I guess my job's done today." And he grabs his gold coin, sticks it in his pocket, and starts walking off. He's like, "Oh!" You see him pull out his sender, and he goes, "Honey, you won't believe what happened today. I made a gold." And you hear through the phone, "A gold?
Oh, God!
A gold?"
I want to
It
just.
turns out the chickens were only worth like a
Yeah, it's like
copper.
only a little bit.
I'm gonna dump my chicken carcasses into my backpack.
Yeah.
While this is happening, I want to turn any unique like alcohols or anything like that.
Ooh, of any brews that are happening around here. I mean, yeah. Generally here at the beginning market, you see some people trying to hawk some alcohol. Or at least some general micro brews and stuff like that throughout the area. You actually do see a minor stand with a goblin working at it. That is it is the Troll Skull Brew Company that is housing here, and they're giving out free samples of their new drink that they're trying to push on everyone. That you can see a lot of people are walking around it, as it seems to be their marketing they're going for is it's a slightly healthy alternative to alcohol. But they talk about an alcohol infused with mushrooms.
A fungi brew.
Fungi brew.
Ooh.
Excuse me, sir. This drink seems intriguing.
Why, yes! The goblin comes up and he grabs like a little flask of it for you and brings it up to you. This is our kombucha. It is a newfangled drink made in this city by our two new residents that made their way in. And it is quite good. This one's a spring infusion using the mushrooms that have grown around Waterdeep in the spring. Harvested from Mount Waterdeep, as he like points up and you guys see the mountain off in the distance of Waterdeep.
The big mountain.
You see the towering buildings, but definitely off in the distance, you see a big old mountain that, like with a spire nestled at the bottom of it. You see a mountain up at the top with a couple buildings, like big old grandiose building at the top of it. And yeah, he says there's mushrooms found in the caves up there. And he hands you one of the little sample cups of it.
Oh, I thank you so much. Do you know where these brewers are located?
You know, actually, so kind of funny thing, just as a side part, I gotta remember where the F.
Writing down kombucha exists.
Oh yeah, it is. Well, they're actually not too far away. They're here in the North Ward. We're a little bit under construction right now, but you'll find that we'll be up and operational within a fortnight.
Oh, awesome.
It is, and
What do you guys call the Chug Jugs?
We're called, well, it's the Troll Skull Alley is what it's called, the Troll Skull Tavern. The two dwarf brothers who moved in started their own brewing operation. We're having a grand opening, actually. If you want to come by next week, we'd be happy to have as many people as possible. And he marks
Are these dwarf brothers named Flossie and Gritty?
Flossie and Gritty. No, they're weirdly kind of, yeah.
Hitting the Gritty.
So he takes out his sender and marks the location for you.
Oh yeah, are these like flip phones? You say they?
They're like they're smartphones. It's a tablet.
Okay.
It's just it's like a stone
tapping.
tablet, but it has like the picture show up on it in a holographic kind of.
It's all magic.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you made the joke earlier, but a Sheikah slate, essentially.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, marks the
why, thank
location
you.
for you, and you see that, yeah, it's located over here in the north.
Do we have Chico Slate? Sorry, do we have sending, calling?
Yeah.
Uh,
I would say that you
Senders?
guys have them unless, you know, maybe there's some type of, you guys didn't really, like, I know you said that your dude's on the run and stuff, so I don't know if that's something he carries around, but if it's something that you guys would have up to this point, it's a relatively common object that's made its way around. I was debating
I'd have
keeping it
one.
as an object away from you guys until later, but I feel like it's just easier to kind of have it now, as like it's generally a known item that people have purchased throughout the areas. So if you've made
Yeah.
some money up to this point,
Is there like a map of Waterdeep and all the cool locations you can go and visit?
yeah, you guys have a general map of Waterdeep on here in the concept of you guys can see the whole map, and yeah, we can
Sweet.
point out any interesting areas.
Yeah, I'm gonna say thank you, and I'm gonna take a sip of this kombucha.
Yeah. And it's relatively decent. It's effervescent and strong, but it doesn't have the whole alcohol twinge. It's kind of got its own little burn to it.
Can I,
What I
like...
turn back to him is like, is this brew
It's organic.
of mushroom? Is this alive?
I mean, in a way, it's kind of alive when you make it. You know what? Come by to the restaurant. We'll explain to you. We'll give you a tour, even.
All right.
No
All right.
way.
Well, have a great rest of your day.
You
Thank
too,
you for your time.
friend. As he waves, and you see him pouring more of them into different glasses, waiting for people and offering it out. And you see generally that a lot of people are just kind of like, they take a whiff of it. And
What a good goblin. I would never tell he was chaotic evil.
Oh, wait a minute.
Nah, that's a mean stereotype. What a good lad.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, and you were about to say, Jared?
Can I zoozle kombucha and any mention thereof?
Zoozle?
Whatever this version of Google
I'm just like,
It's like so new, it's not even in the database.
yeah, I feel like I'm keeping at least the Google out to keep the answering any question thing out.
No, right now think of it like early.
You almost got him.
Yeah,
That
you almost got me.
like, hey, remember how earlier we could zoozle that one bullshit fucking thing?
Yeah,
Let's just do that for like.
yeah,
Because of the great
Who's the
wizard,
big man?
Zoozle.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you almost got me, but no, yeah. I feel like I'm already hurting myself by saying there's a map of some kind.
Yeah.
Like by giving
Well, I
it
mean,
GPS.
it doesn't have, like, it could be really old data, too,
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
Like,
I feel like
Pokemon Go points you to a fucking abandoned church.
I feel like it's generally just a collection of your tools that you would have at your disposal. So it will let you contact other people, and then you don't have to carry a parchment map on you. It is not a like virtually updated map or something.
Does
that
it
has
have
those.
an interface?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it has an interface that you can interact with in the way that
Okay.
you.
So it's like an Android.
It's like an Android. It's like an Android.
It's just we can't use Google.
Yeah, it just doesn't have the Google
It's just
feature.
an early phone. You can like send
Well, I'm sort of
picture,
imagining
video
those
chat.
terminals on, like, Alien Isolation, the 80s, like, terminals,
Yeah.
the Apple II.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. It's got
Because you could contact people with that, but, like, it's super limited
Yeah.
for, like,
exactly. It's got like an ASCII art map.
graphics. Yeah,
Like,
if anything.
Yeah, so
It looks like fucking Dwarf Fortress is what I'm looking
yeah.
at.
So I mean, it has like a drawn out kind of parchment map in the way that like you have your map available, but it's more you fill out the information on it type of thing. It functions the same as a map, just
Yeah.
that way you're not gaining extra information of things.
It's a holographic map.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, what is
Onwards.
onwards and upwards? So you guys continue your way to Troll Skull Tavern?
You're slurping kombucha, you're carrying
The
a stand,
yawning
I'm eating
portal?
yummy food.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we're
Yawning
going to the
Portal.
Yawning Portal Inn.
Thank you. I am going to really quick.
We're looking for a red hobgoblin named Godrin Ramsbane.
How do you
Rabsbottom, got
how do you
it.
have to spell your character's name? Frenulum?
Friend Ulum. Yeah,
Frenulum.
exactly how it sounds.
Oh, is there not a G? I thought
No,
it's
no, that's a
French
D.
Frenulum. And then, what is Jonathan's character's name? He hasn't told anybody.
Well, we have to ask.
No
don't we?
one's asked.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna turn around and ask him, just because he did poke me in the gut earlier and called me fucking skinny, the rat bastard.
Skinny.
Well, how are you gonna ask me?
Yeah,
So,
ask him in
Mog-
character.
So Mog turns around towards you, and he's he kind of like
Taking a sip
scratches
of my
his beard a little
kombucha.
bit. He pushes out his gut again as he speaks to you. You know, you can hear the stretch of the leather belt, and he's I've got a quick query for you. What we call you? Yeah, I've got a couple nicknames, but I'm sure you're not gonna like them. So why don't you tell us your name? Something fancy, I imagine, with your pointy ears.
Yes, I would like to know your name.
As I
am
take
Frendulum.
finish my my sip of my name is Lucian.
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 And you have no surname?
This is the only name that I need.
Ah, Lucian Solo is what I'll call you.
Lucian Solo. That's a nice name.
Nice
I'm
reference.
gonna take another sip of my kombucha.
I'm not calling you Lucian Solo. I'll call you Lucian the Bastard.
Yeah, Lucian the gut sticker.
The gut sticker.
Well, I wouldn't have to stick a gut if someone didn't place it on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Someone disconnected.
Oh, someone disconnected?
No, I'm just changing boards.
Oh. Yeah, you two are arguing about
Yeah. I want to like.
And why are you proud to be big? What is the relationship with that for your culture?
The bigger you got, the more of an ogre you are. It's a complicated kind of conundrum, and I don't feel like going into it after you stabbed it. and
this is a
called me
very
skinny.
patient ogre.
I'm like, I don't really feel
So
like
it's a
attacking.
status thing.
Yeah, it's a status thing. Just he's.
He says, "How could you not know about the gut? It's the most
Yeah.
beautiful symbol of all strength and masculinity."
Oh, there we go. I was like, my guy disappeared, so I'm like, I don't know if we're going somewhere.
Whoa.
He died.
He died of embarrassment that you didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
So yeah, you guys make.
Well, have you ever heard of cheese?
Cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah,
Cheese?
I've heard it. Yeah, cheese. There's some pretty good cheese here, and that might help you get a bigger gut, if that's what you're
Holy
looking for.
crap. He's fucking right.
Don't tell him about alcohol.
Dude.
They also do
Here.
make
What's his empty calories?
Oh yeah.
you
Mog
don't want
does
that.
not
If you want a bigger gut, you definitely want calories. That's
No,
for
no,
people
Ma-
who want to lose.
Mog comes from a long line of alcoholics. He's cut it. He's the last one of the line. that-
I'm gonna get fat,
Do
but my
alcohol.
way.
Yeah, exactly. He's doing it the like Wagyu beef way.
You cut to
Wagyu
you
beef
cut
way.
to a scene of like Mog as a young kid with his dad sitting in like a stone recliner chair watching like just a stone TV. It's just got like a painting on it, and he's like pressing a freaking stone remote. I don't know why it's Flintstones.
We're just going Flintstones.
Yeah, I don't know why it's Flintstones
Yeah.
to me, but like he's
It's
sitting in there, and then
hilarious.
Mog is like sitting in the back. Daddy, look, I've made food. Shut up, kid! It, like throws a beer bottle at his head. Never
Beer bottle is
again.
also
Brian.
stoned.
You can't even face me in a guts out challenge yet. Why should I pay attention to you?
Yeah. You'll never be as good of a cook as your father or your grandfather.
That was the day Mog ate his father.
You're just like your father.
You're just like your father. Ma! Sorry, Ma!
I'm sorry, Ma. So yeah, you guys walk.
That was the day he ate his mom.
They live with me forever now. They are part of me.
Part of it.
So yeah, you guys walk through the city until eventually you find your way to the entrance of the infamous Yawning Portal, which you see has a sign out in front of it with the great Godrin Ramsbane written on it. That seems to be
his debut appearance.
Yeah, it seems to be the featuring thing right now for this tavern. So you know you're in the
Is
right
it like
location.
a banner like hung up in front of the like wooden
exactly.
sign?
Right on. Yeah, over top of the door is like a cloth banner with this painted on it. It's got a picture, a painting of Godwin Ramsbane. He's like painting at the door or pointing at the door. It's got like a picture of food. He's holding up like a dish.
It says, "Come one, come all, come taste the new exquisite."
Exquisite Godwin Ramsbane.
Well, I'm ready to get my fucking culinary arts starts, fucking worldwide area started. I'm fucking running through this door. Godwin, where are you, you fucking nitty?
Yeah, and as you do that, you see the tavern is hustled and bustled. It is both. There's that word bustle again. It finds its way to everything.
So everyone's running around with big fucking
Yeah, you
asses
see a lot
there.
of that going on around here. All the noble women.
Big asses.
You see
Is there?
Huh?
There's a skeleton over here.
Yeah.
There's undead.
So as you look around, you see groups of people sitting around on the tables. It is a stocked tavern. Everybody seems to be in cheery spirits, having fun. You see groups of different adventurers. And as you look over and see the skeleton, you see a small group here of a, what the F was this party? This is...
Looks like a druid, a robot.
Yeah,
necromancer,
you
maybe?
see a bear that seems to be acting like a human, as well as a robotic man sitting in this tavern with a very sickly-looking dwarf and a skeleton sitting there. Adjacent to them seems to be a very large party of individuals, all hanging out. You see quite a few dudes look to be very similar, as well as at the head of the table commanding all of them and talking to them, almost as though he's the storyteller of the group is talking to these individuals. You see two of the people are sitting outside the table watching as one man sitting in the chair, and then two others you see from this winged man, a dragonborn sitting in a chair, as well as a tiefling man, as this wizard-looking person is telling them a story. Some you overhear some nonsense about like being what the hell was happening during this? God, what was something about being in a city that was inhabited by demons, and actually, at this point in time, he's telling a story about how like a city of dwarves got drowned as a group of people stole a necklace from him.
Oh my god, I love this fucking bathroom.
I noticed that too. Yeah, it's just two
Holy
buckets.
crap!
Yeah.
Oh,
But
two
it's like a little
barrels.
stone throne.
Yeah.
And yeah, you see it is a relatively busy tavern with stuff going on.
Do I see a fucking red hobgoblin? Where's this
No,
fucking
you
dude
do
at? All
not-
these other guys
Where's
are
this fucking
scrubs.
dude?
You do not see a red hobgoblin from here. You see what looks to be generally the staff at the counter that seems to be serving
I want to
drinks.
grab the shoulder of this random patron, this random drunk patron.
Yeah, you see a table of four dudes who look very, very similar to each other.
I just assume that I'm racist. I assume fucking Mog is racist.
I'm racist.
All humans look the
All
same.
manlings look the same. Some of them wear plate mail. That's about it, And Mog grabs this guy and, where's Godwin Ramsbane?
And you see him look up and you go, oh, Rambane. I don't know nothing about no Rambane. You gonna get us a drink?
And I walk up behind Mog and go,
Mog, maybe we should ask the more sober staff where Redbane is.
That's a good idea. He's a smart little man. My goodness. I'll pay you the big bucks if I ever did pay you. Let's get going. Let's find us a staff. Actually, you find us a staff. What am I doing it? You's got a brains. You find someone who looks staffy. We'll go talk-
Very well.
We'll go talk to that guy with a staff. He might know. That's pretty similar to staff.
And
I turn to Lucian and say,
I will find them in but a moment. Maybe you want to keep an eye on that big fella there so he doesn't cause any trouble.
you, as you guys are walking,
Grab this guy with a staff.
which guy are you going up to now? Okay. As you're making your way. Also, what is this dude doing here? He doesn't belong here. Oh, no, that's right. He does. That's the joke. I forgot to mention as well, within the large table of people here that all seem to be enjoying a storytelling, there's also one man that's very finely dressed, smoking a cigar, standing over watching this whole thing go down, as though he's looking over the shoulder of the wizard. That's right. That was the fun detail I tried to do with that. But as you approach this, you hear a little bit of a clamoring from the other side of the tavern, as you hear a gruff female voice go, "Boy, you touch me one more time, you'll see what happens." And if you guys look over, you see there's a half-orc woman and it's not a dwarf. I need to find a better model for it. But you see a man. He seems to be bald, wearing just kind of generally some armor. Just a leather armor. Yeah, there you go. You got a light on it. I'll ping it. Corporate work.
Oh, yeah.
That's called, huh? You see a man who is wearing just generally some armor. This orc woman, I guess I'll start with, is wearing black leather armor. It looks to be dyed black. She has a sword on her hip. And this man here is wearing just kind of like a brown leather armor. And on his head, you see a purple tattoo that runs down the back of his bald head. It looks to be a circle with a bunch of spokes coming out of it with other circles on it. And you see him chest up to this orc woman and push her. And then you see her cock back and swing a punch and hit him.
Whoa.
And then as that crash happens, you see all the patrons tend to start looking towards that. Attention shifting towards the fight going on.
They're punching each other, or do they have weapons?
No, they're punching each other right now.
It's a bar fight.
And you see as he gets punched, gets knocked partially down. He like wipes the blood off of his mouth and then turns around and punches her. And then I'm kind of doing a freeze time thing.
Okay, I'm not sure. What? Do we don't recognize any of these two as being targets or objectives, right?
I mean, neither of them look like Godrin Ramsbane, but I would say, you know what? I'll add an extra thing as well to this detail as you look at this woman as they become now the center focus. I would say that this pit isn't as high, so you guys at least get a little bit more of a look at these two. You do notice on the shoulder of the woman, the half-orc woman, she has a patch that is a snake with wings, as well as the defining tattoo on the
snake with wings.
And the defining tattoo on the head of this other man here seems to be quite a characteristic.
Can I roll an intelligence check to see what that is? Yeah. Okay, history.
Yeah, history. What's up, Donovan?
Also, I know I'm on like the other side of the world right now from that, but like what's realistically what would be my odds of like running in and grabbing one of them?
I mean, you could definitely dart in as like this fight's going down and do something if you wanted to. I mean, you're only...
Because, like, I'm looking at it as, like, 20
yeah, you're only 20 feet away. Within the 6 seconds of this punch going down, you hear the crashing. You could definitely clear the distance.
I have 35 movement speed. Man, playing a person is weird. I have, like, way more movement.
Yeah. All of a sudden, you stop playing Tiny Boys, and you get a lot of movement now. So what did you roll? Let me get that history.
You got 13? A 13.
I got a 13 plus 1,
okay,
so 14.
So which one are you? Just both of them? One of them? I'll let you do for both.
Whichever one strikes my eye. Yeah, both of them.
So yeah, with a 14, you at least recognize enough of the one in the black armor, the half-orc woman. The other one escapes you a little bit because you just don't recognize the tattoo on his head. It could just be a gang symbol. It could be this dude's just aesthetic choice he's decided for himself. But you do recognize the patch on the woman's shoulder as being the Zentharim, which you recognize as being, you don't know too much about them, but you know they're kind of a mercenary guild who's willing to do odds and ends for people who want odds and ends done. I'll give you even the bonus that you said you have a little bit of like a background running from the cops and stuff. You at least have heard of them as a way to possibly help yourself. Like, they tend to deal in like hiding people, smuggling goods, smuggling people in other areas, either consensually or non-consensually. And they generally, they're willing to do legal. They're kind of paramilitary, do their thing, but also they're known to get up to some illegal activity sometimes.
Okay, so they're like my people.
If you will, yeah. It could definitely be your people.
Okay. Well, I'm not as fast as an ogre. I have 30 feet of movement, but I'm probably not going to make it there by the time the ogre's going to do his thing. Why are you measuring in yards, by the way?
In yards?
Is that just me?
Is it in yards?
I'm measuring in yards.
That's weird.
Oh yeah, you are.
Why am I measuring in yards?
I'm also measuring in yards.
Let me see. Why is that happening?
What's the conversion rate?
Well, 3 feet to a yard.
So...
Oh yeah, what the hell is this?
If I have 30 feet...
Oh, it was a reset that happened. Tile is 5
Ah,
feet.
there we go.
There we go. There you go, Donovan. That should be good. I think your distance has definitely gone up a bit.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was like, I'm definitely thought I was like way further away. Yeah, I'm like 60 feet away from these guys.
Yeah, I would say within 60 feet you can at least get in range.
To like, I want to grapple one of them.
Okay, I gave 2 punches that happened, so I'm willing to say that like you could move in feasibly here.
Whoa.
Did he go upstairs?
I didn't even know there was a second level to this place.
There's like 3, isn't there?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
There's quite a few.
So yeah, I'm gonna run in and I want to try to grapple the not a dwarf, the bald guy with
okay.
Not a dwarf.
Tattoo on his head, right?
Yeah. So you rush in, running in to grab this guy, and go ahead and give me an athletics check. Ooh, you could even throw your dice in the pit.
I was gonna, but then I was like, I don't know how that'll work.
So
16 plus 5?
Oh, God.
21.
Dang, so a 21? Ooh, I finally get to roll dice.
For athletics, right?
Yeah.
You said athletics.
I get
right?
yeah, so I get to roll dice finally. Fun. I haven't rolled physical dice in a while.
He's challenging this DC that was made.
Nothing. This dude absolutely fails. As he gets up and he goes to swing his arm at this half-work, you catch that immediately and just tie him up.
Can I move with him, or is that...
Yes, it sets his movement to 0.
Oh, okay. So
if I remember the rules, if you grapple someone, you can move half your movement with them.
If you don't have grappler, it's half your movement. It's difficult terrain to move someone.
So this is gonna be kind of like a weird move, I guess, because combat hasn't started, but I want to like dangle him over the hole.
Okay.
And then do an intimidation roll.
Okay.
To like try to figure out what's going on here.
Okay. I will let the other 2, if they want to join in or do something.
Yeah, I'm moving my 30 feet again. 30 feet right there. Okay.
All right. And Jonathan, what is it you want to do? I'll say that you're within this area here.
Well, looking at this, there was 2 people fighting, and now everybody else is jumping in.
Yeah.
I mean, I noticed the fight, but now that the ogres run in, I'm like, well, I'm associated with him, so I gotta move too.
The odds are definitely like way against the the bald dude right now.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on over
here? Yeah. I got mixed up in little shit and big shit. Alright.
Can't we handle this amicably?
Can't we deal with this without violence?
I'm gonna show my worth to this this fucking Ramsbane guy. He's gonna see that I am a fucking not only am I an excellent warrior, but I'm a terrific chef.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait. How are you gonna show him you're a chef by hog tying somebody?
Well, depending on whether what this guy's answers are, I might be making hamburger in a second. Collecting it later might be awkward, but
So you're intimidating this guy to what? Say back off, or what's going on?
What's going on? Like, see if I can figure out if there's like bad blood or if both of them are just drunk and inebriated, you know? I feel like threatening death in the middle of a bar fight is a good way to stop a bar fight.
Yeah.
If I were,
Possibly.
yeah, I would assume you'd have advantage given you're hanging him over a ledge, but that's just up to the DM's discretion.
So, Jonathan, what is it you want to do here? You want to just abstain from it as they seem to be just kind of handling this dude, or you want to involve?
Go to the bar, get a drink.
Get yourself a drink.
I guess I'll step in to help and
Okay.
the other guy.
I'll get your movement set in, and then I'll have everybody roll me initiative.
Play Baldur's Gate combat music.
Yeah. Bragagabi!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 19, cool.
I got a
That's
19 in
21.
Oh my god.
+2 initiative,
High
yeah, 21.
rollers.
Double 21.
A 3.
And you got a 3, lol, gay.
You got alert though, or something, right?
No, you go tough?
No?
I went
Tough.
tough.
Yeah,
Yep.
oh yeah.
So
Terrible.
it's was that I got a 6.
+2.
Let's go to that
6.
turn
Oh yeah,
based
you've got
mode.
good decks, huh?
What's
Wow.
the
Good
what's the
dex.
dex bonuses on these two boys? I'm assuming frickin'
I got 21 total, so +2.
yeah.
Yeah, I sent you my character sheet, but I've got a +2. I've got a 14 in dex.
Okay.
You're a dexterous ogre.
Yeah, you know, he's not. I'm fighter, so I could go heavy armor, but I'm pretty much abstaining from anything that covers my stomach and chest area. You know.
Don't you have a gut plate?
Well, yeah, but it's not a thing. You know, it's like.
Well, you could just. I mean, if it were up to me, I'd be like, okay, plate armor, but it's aesthetically speaking a gut plate.
We'll have to let Dylan do it. I'm fine with it
Yeah,
being
he's the DM.
shirtless with like
Yeah.
a fancy belt.
I like the idea that you got a big old gut plate and you just swing it around and smash it into people to block attacks with.
It's actually a shield, right? So I could use like that fighter shield thing where you have the
interpose,
interception.
yeah.
Yeah.
Puck
I
tongue.
can interpose my gut between someone and their
If you
attack.
jump in and go pan shot and then just ping it off of them. All right, so it is
Kung Fu Panda shit.
It is frenulum as the first one to act.
I'm not in the turn order
You
right
not?
now.
Yeah,
you are.
what the
You're
heck?
next. Mug.
It's got
Oh
me in
yeah, there he
exploration.
is. Okay,
Oh,
I
'cause
do
you're
I guess-
30.
Let me do this really quick.
I can set it to.
Yeah.
I don't need a game master anymore.
Yeah,
I got
I think
Mog.
that's what's doing it, is it doesn't pull you over. Alright. Now it should keep you in.
There you go.
Okay, Frenulum here. I guess I go over to where the ogre is intimidating the man, and I say, "What is going on here? Why fight?
Why fight?
Why fight?" And that's directed towards the orc woman.
Okay. And I'll let Donovan get his setup here as well, if that's all you're
Yeah.
doing with your turn before the answer comes in.
Can he move and then do the reactionary thing?
What do you mean?
The reactionary
I
thing.
can't think of what it's called. Like
Hold that?
it's
Yeah,
not
hold
your
action. Yeah.
Is it hold your action?
Yeah, you can hold
But
ready,
like, you know,
I think is what it's called.
if she attacks me, he does his.
Yeah,
thing,
I
like,
believe he can do a ready, yeah. If you wanted, like...
after moving. I didn't know if that's.
Yeah, it's
like,
just your action.
stipulation.
What is in this pit anyway? What's supposed to be down here? It's just like an arena
That
or
pit-
I
what?
think it's really far
yeah,
down.
that... Here,
still.
let me...
Oh, this is the dungeon.
Yeah,
Duh.
that is the
Okay,
dungeon. Let me
right.
add this to it, so it's,
We can smell smoggy wafts coming from its underdepths.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
That's better.
It's a deep, deep hole.
It's a deep hole. You can't see down to the bottom.
Many have plunged down into there, but none have returned.
But this is like waist high. This right? Like you were saying, like
Yeah.
we could see them.
Yeah, it's enough
So
to
If the
keep
halfling
people
can
from
see
falling
them, it's
in.
very short. Yeah.
It's enough that people don't
So I
fall
wanna-
in, but that's it.
Can you make him fly? And I just want to,
Yeah.
like, dangle.
So that's what
him,
you're doing.
basically.
You're moving him over. So yeah, I'm gonna get him held over here. There we go.
Oh, I can't move Mog anymore.
Oh, yeah, let me turn. There you
Oh,
go.
it's not my turn.
There you
It's Frenyon.
Oh, I am my
Uh,
turn.
There you go.
So I'm gonna I'm just gonna hold him over. And it's combat now, so I don't know if can I do an intimidate?
Yeah, we'll see.
know?
You can do an
Yeah,
intimidation.
absolutely.
Yeah. So
Okay, so then I'm gonna
go for it.
try to intimidate, but it's to kind of ascertain like what the hell's going on here.
Okay.
you
Give
know?
me.
Also, actually,
Give me that in character.
but I want it. Yeah. Okay. So I've got him like hoisted over the hole, or Mog's got him hoisted over the hole in the ground. He's probably got his feet holding him up. It's like typical Batman, like interrogating a villain kind of thing. Like his feet are like scratching against the concrete barriers. He's like slipping and falling, but I'm holding him there. And Mog goes, "Where's Ramsbane? And what's the deal with your little fight here? Is something going on? Is that Ramsbane? It don't look like a hobgoblin."
I think that's more of like a persuasion, but
That's a persuasion, but I'm like, or I'll drop you. You
No,
don't have to tell me, but I'll drop you
it was
otherwise.
persuasion up until okay, there it is.
Yeah, there. Until the threat of death. I forgot I had to add something intimidating.
Oh yeah, that's right. Or I'll kill you. That's right.
Mog is a bit slow to the take.
I like it.
His face does a lot of his talking for him.
Ooh.
Oh man, that didn't roll at
No.
all. It was just holding still,
Wah, wah, wah. No advantage either because the DM said
no
so.
advantage.
Fuck you.
and it's +4, so 7.
Okay, so a 7.
Damn.
He looks at you and spits at you in the face and I ain't telling you nothing.
I've killed ogres bigger than you. Small fry.
Oh my god, can I just let go
Yeah.
of him for a break?
Yeah, I mean it is.
He didn't say that. That was
Yeah, no, I know, but he spit in his face, and that legit happened. So I mean, yeah, you
true.
can let go of him.
I let go of him.
I think, as a reaction, he's gonna.
Can I push him?
You can.
Hey, wait,
yeah.
hold on.
I mean,
because I grappled him, right? And then a bunch of shit happened, and then we rolled for initiative, right?
Yeah.
So I'm still like good on
mean,
action.
technically
Could I
speaking,
push
yeah.
him from me?
yeah. He'll make
Yeah?
a contested
Baldur's Gate
roll.
push, yeah.
So go ahead and roll your strength here.
Against an ogre? Good luck.
Yeah,
Hiya!
no joke, huh? Ugh.
16
Yeah,
plus
nah.
5, 21.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, he most definitely does not clear that. So yeah, you push him and he gets knocked away. He's gonna try to take a reactionary grapple on you to see if he can get a hold of you before he falls into the pit. For a 16, you have to beat.
I have to beat a
Yeah,
16?
roll a
Okay.
secondary
So he has to
athletics.
roll another strength.
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
So I have advantage on these though, right?
Athletic rolls for grapples, or what is it?
I don't know. D&D Beyond. Oh, never mind. No, never mind. That's to end the grappled
Okay.
condition. Powerful build. So this is, but he's trying
to grapple
good.
you.
If he
yeah.
grapples me, I can get out of it.
So if he gets 16, does he pass or fail?
If he gets 16,
It's on the number.
Yeah.
It's on AC.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Is what the
Yeah,
new
on
rules
DC.
are.
Yeah.
Attacker always wins, right? So he
I'm
needs to get
rolling it.
16 or
Let's
higher.
see. 15
Oh my
Tax
god!
plus
So yeah,
two.
as you throw him up over here, asking the question to intimidate him, and then push him away, he's unable to grab you as you push him off. But he, like, right as he gets let go, he gets a hold of like your meaty arm. There's enough of a callus on it that he can get a handhold on it. As
He's hanging on that
yeah,
hangnail.
as he's hanging on now a little bit down underneath the lip here, and he's got you kind of partially pulled into it a little bit.
Oh my god.
And that is your turn, I believe.
That's me.
Because you're now set to 0 because you're grappled.
That's his Yagra.
And then it's Yagra Stonefist. This half-orc woman. You see, you guys didn't need to get yourself involved. I can handle this.
oh man.
She turns as the... I'm gonna get these dudes. you see as this whole commotion's happening out of this booth here, you see 3 more guys looking very similar to this one. Not exactly the same, but most definitely wearing the same armor, and they all have the same tattoo. Kind of rotated differently, but still the same purple tattoo on their head. As they turn in to join this this combat, much like Baldur's Gate, where a couple enemies run in and then they get hit in the turn order, and they do their little ready animation. And she turns to these ones as they say, "Oh, not more of them!" As she comes running in and just trains in with a fist and smacks this dude over the mouth. So she is going to roll to hit. She does hit. And you see as this one lands, it does relatively a decent amount of damage into this one. And she is going to, as she punches him one time, he looks back up, she goes to punch him again, missing this time. As she swings the first fist in, it smacks him in the mouth, and he moves back, and then the second one he's able to dodge out of the way of. As it is this guy's turn now. It's the bandit that's currently holding on. Or, well, not the bandit, that's just what's freaking written on the thing.
He's a bandit.
This dude here who's holding on to your arm.
Dude.
So he's going to try to use his movement here to get himself back up as he clambers up the thing here, up the wall. And he is going to move over to the other edge, using you as a counterbalance to swing in. And after he gets himself up, he is seeing as now you're the major threat. He's going to take a swing at you, Donovan.
Oh, it didn't take an action to get out of there. Okay.
What is your AC?
14.
It does not hit. And that is him. So it is Lucian now. As you see all this going down, as Mog tried to throw a guy into a pit and was unable to get him, as he was able to hold back on and pull himself out of the pit, and takes a swing at your friend. Mog's big old belly. I imagine he goes for a gut shot and like Mog pulls up the pan and it just pings off.
It's Lucian.
It's Lucian.
Would Lucian even get himself like mixed up in these strangers he just met?
I was just watching this whole thing unfold for a second.
Yeah.
Forward, I'm like
Great.
thinking of myself like what's going on.
It's a brawl.
Are
the cuffs happen still, or are weapons drawn?
Nobody's drawn their weapons yet. It's just a fist fight so far.
Okay.
I guess I don't know how many feet. How many feet do I have left?
You have all of it. It's a new turn. So you can move.
No, I mean like to get to where I'm going because I can't
That's
visually.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. I forget.
So I know people have moved feet, so how far I am
So
away from
you
everything.
are about 26 feet away from the current situation happening. As you're standing at the other side of this this pit, you're looking near the tavern or the bar of the tavern, and this is happening at a couple private booths just a little bit away. You're about 26 feet away from them.
I guess I'll meander over there and look over to my tall new gut companion and be like, "Hey, what?"
He saunters up.
Yo, are you guys like fighting? Like, what?
Seriously?
Yeah, and you definitely see the trouble unfolding currently in front of you.
Bend down and be like, I'm not sure how this, it probably should end. I'm sure you don't want to fight something big and strong as my friend over here. I'll be honest with you. I think he grinds his meat with his bare hands.
So you're trying to convince these guys to quit doing their fight there?
You're trying to be persuasive.
Yeah, so give me a persuasion roll. See if you can convince these guys to... I would say it's technically it's an intimidate, I guess. Because you are kind of like telling them they're going to get their bones mashed by this big end.
Oh, yeah. So it's either or, you would say.
It's either or, and I'm willing to say as well, Donovan, you can assist on that.
Well, I got a
16.
16.
Yeah.
Plus
Plus
charisma.
charisma. Is there any charisma bonus?
Plus persuasion.
Persuasion. Should be.
No, I don't have a charisma
Oh,
bonus.
dang.
Okay, so raw 16.
Raw 16. All right. And Donovan, do you want to assist on this? As he's saying that you're gonna mash their bones.
Yeah, I want to like start chewing on the chicken bone.
You
in
like
my mouth.
crunch it and it snaps.
Yeah.
Oh man, you know when he gets hankering cows,
14.
you know,
So I think you.
it's all we can do just to try to
And
get.
you got a
enough
plus
chicken.
3 charisma, right?
Yeah,
So
I think he adds his charisma modifier or something too. I have to look up how to like assist work, so that's on me. But we'll add your bonus
My
to
charisma
it.
bonus. Is it intimidation or persuasion, or is it just?
Yeah, I think it's
flat-
intimidation,
Yeah,
wouldn't it
we'll
be?
call it intimidation.
Because you're
Intimidation.
Yeah.
So it's
you're
plus
chewing
4
a bone at
Okay.
them.
So 16 plus 4, so that's a dirty 20. So
Dirty
yeah,
20.
as you
That's pretty
as
good.
you saunter over to these guys and look at them and tell them that this is gonna end in their mashing and eating, you see them kind of lose their composure a little bit. As like you see a little bit of sweat on their brow, and they look at each other like, oh, "Boys, let's get out of here." And yeah, these guys for their turns are now taking their way. I mean, for what it's worth, combat pretty much is down as these guys kind of like, "You whatever, we'll get you next time."
Yeah.
And
On which episode?
on which episode?
Why'd you pick on someone your own size?
Well, you pick on. I'll get you next time. As what the F is this chick's name? I can't remember. Yagra. We'll get you next time. This ain't over, Yagra. As they all kind of just like tail tuck between their legs and head out of here.
Oh wait.
Huh.
Wait, I wanna do something before
Okay.
before he leaves. I wanna like Mog like licks his thumb and then like drags it across the guy's forehead like
he-
I'll taste you
Oh,
later.
and you most definitely see he picks up his pace as you do that.
I would. Yeah, I refer to it, but you better run.
And yeah, you see that these guys make their way out of the tavern. As like everybody just kind of goes back to what they were doing before. It doesn't seem like this is too rare of a case in this establishment.
Well, it looks like I cleaned that up for you guys a little bit.
Yes, quite well done, Lucian.
And Yagra just kind of brushes herself off and leaves.
Wait, before she leaves, I want to like ask.
Wait, what was that all about? Was that about Rendsbane?
And she just kind of like doesn't even turn back and look at you. And she just goes, "A couple idiots that don't even know better," as she makes her way back over to her seat. And as you guys are standing there a couple seconds later, another man approaches you, dressed in the same armor. This one a very composed elf, with the same patch on his thing. On his shoulder, and he goes, "You know, Yagra, she's not exactly the most kind soul in this establishment, but we do appreciate what you did for us." And he hands out a business card to you, and he says, "You know,
Who's you?
whichever one of you guys, I guess I should say, a singular
Me.
business card to all three of you, and you grab it, Frendulum." And so yeah, you like,
I take mine and I
Let's
take
get out of
one
combat.
and Frendulum as well.
huh? What did you take one and for Frendulum, and then what did you say, Jared?
Let's get out of
Yeah.
combat.
Oh yeah. Let me.
I can't move my
There you go.
piece.
Um,
There you go.
So yeah, you grab the thing from him, and he goes, "If you guys are ever looking for work, we could always use some muscle like you." And he,
Can I use Thieves' Cant to communicate a message?
yeah. What do you want to say?
Like, I know, wink, wink.
Oh yeah, and he signs back to you. "I know, you know, wink, wink."
I sign back, I know, you know, I know.
And then he just chuckles and he goes, "I like you."
At this point in time, I'm just gonna take another.
This takes a while. These two guys are staring at each other, doing different face motions and different things. Like,
And Mog says, ugh, gay.
Oh my god, yeah, Mog is at the bartender. The amount of time it took for you guys just to fucking grin and
I've always
finger point at each other.
I've always wanted to like sit down and just learn the linguistics of like You know, like Airplane, when the woman goes, "Excuse me, I speak jive."
Oh, talking jive.
Yeah.
There's definitely YouTube videos breaking
I
it
so
down.
badly wanted Thieves' Cant to be that, and I know that sounds bad,
Just be jive.
but
No, that's
it
funny.
sounds bad, but it's like it just sounds so funny in the context of like, you know, like.
Chill, cracker.
I just mean like either that or freaking.
Yeah, boy, keep your house straight. Shit.
I just mean like
Yeah,
that
just
or like restaurant lingo, like all the like.
some form of pig Latin,
Yeah.
or like put it on a raft, make it swim.
Yeah, put it on a raft, make it swim, like.
Burn it and let it.
Because it's
swim.
supposed to take like 10
Yeah.
times longer to convey the message, and I like the idea that it's a roundabout way of speaking.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
I agree. That's a fun idea.
So Mog goes off to the bar here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he kind of like lays his like battle axe cleaver on the sort of like I can't think of what this is called.
The bar.
Bar
counter?
area? Bar counter, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a term for it. The bar, I guess maybe.
So.
But he lays his fucking thing down and.
Wait, so before you do your thing, that business card said Zentharian?
Yeah, it said the Zentharum on it. And
Zentharum.
yeah, you know, little RPG like da plays, and you get like a new contact in your sender. You have holy crap, what is this dude's name? Let me grab that really quick. Hold on. That's a freaking.
Yeah, we got like a business card I can put into like my Bit Cruncher and like contact him
What?
via. You know, it's like a not a computer.
Embarrassed.
Right.
I scan the business card, put it into my
What's
database.
your business card? Sorry, I just got my thing back.
The contact card.
Is this a dude?
Contacts.
I like the idea it's like punch hole cards, but it goes into like a holographic future device.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it like scans it and freaking. Is this a dude?
What's the elf's name?
I'm working on it, guys.
I'm working on it.
Working on it, okay? Just leave me alone.
Is it attached to the elf model himself?
No, it's a new one I just drug in. Apparently he wasn't in there. Yeah, what's this dude's name? Come on. It's freaking like Star Killer or something like that. It's been a hot minute. I mean, this has been a minute for me, so I didn't know you guys were gonna ask his name. I wasn't prepared for this.
That's like a classic D&D fucking. Like,
Star
oh, what's the
Killer.
name of this NPC? It's fucking Glorable McFartnuts.
Global McFartnuts, yeah.
It's Gobbo, the Goblin.
Yeah.
next to sweaty ass.
Sweaty ass.
No, next to SWAS stands for.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what it is.
SWAS.
I just don't want to get the friggin' name. Oh, Davil Starsong. That's his name.
Davil
Davil Starsong. I want to get the name right because there are some things I do want to have in here. So, yeah. So you see that the business card's name is or not business card's name. The name on the business card is Davil Starsong. And yeah, it's a
Chat me up on
it's
Sender.
chat me up on Sender. It's hashtag StarSongGod 6767.
Star Song.
But yeah, you see that Davil Starsong is written in a gold embossing on like a black
Embossing.
card.
Oh, the tasteful thickness of it.
Thickness, oh my god! And then
The off-white color. Oh
yeah,
my
then
god.
you all sit down and
It even has a
yeah, oh
watermark.
my god, it has a watermark. Then you start sweating about the card, and then
Hey, yo, are you okay, friend?
yeah, I like how that's a weird reference that you and I have. American Psycho of all things.
It's kind of psychotic,
Yeah,
honestly.
it's
Oh,
kind of-
okay.
Kind of psychotic that both of us are Americans and we know that reference.
I go and join up with Mob at the bar.
Yeah, so Mog, you lay down your axe on the table.
Yeah, and I kind of try to gesture towards the bartender to come here.
He looks at you and like
Get
points
over
backwards with his thumb, and it shows like a picture drawn on the wall that's like a weapon. It's actually a battle axe, and it's on the table with like a circle and an X through it.
Ah.
So I take it off the table and put it on the ground.
Yeah, and he walks up and goes, "What do you need?"
boy.
You know, I like kind of like draw a little circle and kind of looked at him like a little seductively as I draw a
Okay.
circle on the fucking table with my long claw. And
Are you kicking your feet at the same
Yeah.
time?
I'm
Yeah.
one of the stools. My feet don't really kick too good. They drag on the ground. You know, I'm kind of long-legged like that.
Crunching the
Twirling your
chair.
mustache. in
Yeah,
place
yeah.
of
I'm,
your
I'm
hair.
pulling my mustache too. Yeah, and I've got a little hair curl poking out underneath my chef hat. And
Yes.
he actually has a top knot, but the chef hat
Ah.
covers it.
Oh,
But
Interesting
this is
lore.
a fun thing.
got
Yeah,
fun lore for this.
it keeps all the hair out of the food. You know.
Not that would be a problem,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, exactly. He kind of likes hair on the food, but you know, he works with a lot of humans. And it's besides the point.
We're getting off
He's
topic.
looking seductively at the bartender, and I don't suppose you know where Golden Ramsbane is. It'd be awfully nice if you could hurry up and find me this heavenly, chefly hobgoblin fellow.
He smells of garlic and like human.
Yeah,
He's like
just
saying it would be Harvey.
Just
Yeah,
that heavy breath as he's like,
Helpful.
Don't mind the sardines I had from.
yeah. And he looks at,
Make a persuasion check. This seems
Yeah,
like
yeah.
persuasion material.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
fucking seduce.
I mean, he doesn't
if
even-
the DM says it's
I mean,
good.
yeah, no, Jared, you're the DM now, so.
I want to persuade.
So I mean,
him.
go
I
ahead.
know,
No, tell.
I can't help.
No, tell
it.
me the story, Jared. What happens? You're the
Okay,
DM
well,
now.
So the fact that your teeth are missing perfectly and that you can close your jaw and they match the missing spaces is unappealing to him, and he can't do shit about it.
I got a 10
Yeah, and
for
you didn't even need to persuade him. He already looks at you and goes, Ramsbane, he's in the back. Take the door, first one on your right.
Oh, kiss me already.
Yeah, and he
Oh, I'm so hot and randy.
like shudders a little bit as he turns back around to go back to his other tasks he's doing.
Oh,
I
wanna, kinda,
tap
maneuver my
Mog
legs.
on the shoulder and say, "Why'd you do that?"
It's the best way to get information from manlings. They like to be sexually aroused. I've heard.
And
I
say,
just want to glance over
yeah, he just
as
glanced
this
over.
is happening because I'm not right next to him.
Yeah.
You know, is there anything I noticed that's different about my companion while it seemed like he was trying to flirt with the bar owner?
Oh, you're falling for him.
Yeah, you see, he's got a kind of a dark stain formed on the side of his eye.
Oh
That's some
God!
real Christian energy.
Yeah.
Dear
You gotta
Lord!
put it in my freezer.
That's like having to carry bleach.
Yeah.
Yeah, put him in a freezer.
And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the first door.
Yeah, so he
right?
says he
Yep.
said take this door, and then it's your first door on the right.
I say to Lucian, follow us. He knows the way to Ram shit. Bane.
Ram shit.
I know. His name's hard.
Hard to remember.
I'll pull out my
And-
flask and take another little
And
sip.
you see, yeah, as you guys walk in here into this kitchen, it is a flurry of work that is happening in here. A man is is working near light speed. Not really. He's chopping up dishes. He's plating different things. And as he hears you walk in, he turns around and goes, oh man, I have to center myself for this voice, because I don't have the you donkeys, like, but that wasn't the thing I was gonna do.
Donkeys.
He's an inspiration, not a ripoff. God dang it, I don't have this voice in. I'm like trying to find it right now. He's like, well, who are you?
His name's Mog Tomash. I'm probably gonna be your biggest fan, probably.
Make his man.
I plan on being your apprentice. I heard they had to go out, and yeah, I think I've got what it takes, boss.
Oh, well, you're here for Godrun Ramsbane, the great... Ah, man, I'm already gone on the frickin'... I wanted to try to get a French, like, accent in, but it's escaped me. You're here for the Ramsbane. There it is. I found it. You gotta have a centering word. It's a mantra, and that's it. It's, the Ramsbane. You are looking for the greatest... Well, you have found him.
No?
He is here...
Yes.
To give you...
He is me.
If you wish to become my apprentice, then there is a task I have for you. Huh?
Was
For
the lady. I am Pepe Le Pew.
I don't know why. I'm just
Le Chouin.
the Little Mermaid, like the chef scene where
yeah.
the crab's trying to run away.
Oh yeah, I barely even remember that. But yeah, he goes, if you wish to become my apprentice, you shall be the first one to bring me back the eye and sauropod, the eyes and sauropod of a beholder, of a mimic. I am going to teach you, if you are able to be the first one, a recipe in which we shall make from them. Now, be gone from my sight and only be back with the ingredients. And he turns back around.
Eyes of a mimic.
The eyes and sauropod of a mimic. You shall be back. If you are able to do that, he gestures with his knife wildly as he doesn't even turn back and look at you. If you're able to do that, you will be my apprentices. You will be worthy.
And I just, Mog, bows, reverently and slowly steps out while bowing.
And,
Yeah.
Just gonna pivot on
Can
my
I Can I sleight of hand taste the food?
yeah.
Sweet.
Heck yeah. Roll
Holy
me.
shit! Can Mog fucking roll perception to see if you see him do
Yeah,
that?
yeah. As you turn around, well, let's see. First off, we got to get our sleight of hand.
My sleight of hand, I'm expert in it and proficient.
Okay.
Well, you got to be proficient to be an expert, so I have +8 in it.
Okay, so
let's take a
7
look.
plus 8. So
7 plus 8.
So 15.
rolling a 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a 15 is pretty good. Let's see. It would be his passive perception it's got to go off of. God dang it. All right, hold on. He doesn't notice. With a 15, he doesn't notice, and so you're able to dip in and get a mouthful of this food. And it is, flavor-wise, the most amazing food you have ever tasted. This is beyond anything. And as you taste it, you notice that your body starts to kind of feel like a little tingly, a little weird. You feel weirdly, your vision, your depth perception kind of gets better. You feel a rumble as you make your way into this room, and you hear screaming as you round the corner. As you see, a large troll has made its way up and is cresting out of the hole. What the F? You see a troll is crawling its way up out of the pit, and you hear screaming as patrons start to flee as this thing is coming up over the pit. And you see on it all these big black boils that look almost like they're bubbling off. And as it stands up on the top and it looks up and it screams this loud pitch, high pitch. You see these black boils start to bubble and pop, and from it you see wings start to emerge as the creature digs itself out and drops onto the floor and then starts fluttering into the air. And as you look at this troll, you see these things popping out. You see the holes left behind as it's just, this troll is pockmarked with holes everywhere on it that are just slowly oozing a black ichor.
Corners gather swords and spells in hand, facing monstrous ravages, defending precious land. Echoes of forgotten tales guide them through the night. Underneath the golden streets they battle for the light. Waterdeep, where the daring never sleep. In the heart of the unknown, secrets buried, sky so steep. Glory calls to those who dare with courage pure and bold. Journey light the hidden paths, whispers in the dark. Maps of ancient glory found in every faded mark. Spirits of the fallen guide, their wisdom never gone. In the town of Waterdeep, the quest goes on and on. Danger looms in shadowed halls, but hearts are never frail. Magic weaves a tapestry, adventure's mystic trail. Brotherhood and rivalries, in this realm we're free. Every soul a legend now in wild Waterdeep. Waterdeep, Waterdeep, where the daring never sleep. In the heart of the unknown secrets, buried skies so steep. Glory calls to those who dare with courage, pure and bold. Journey through the dungeon's fierce where